The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
It is time for the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack versus Tournament 2024, the grand finals between Yoschi112 and Cards of the Heart. And boy, this is going to be a clash of the titans. Hello everyone, I am Tayman. I am joined here to call this epic match with Six.
Yo, it happened. We reached the very last match. Every single person except two eliminachoed. Now it's up to Cards of the Heart to defend his precious tournament from the unstoppable force that is Yoshi.
Honestly, if Cards can win this tournament while also running this tournament, I think he should get some bonus money. I think we should all chip in there for him. But yeah, Card is going to be shooting for his first title in several years, and Yoshi is going to be going for the three-peat. So we have a really exciting match to discuss and break down. But before we go ahead and do that, if you are unfamiliar with how this game works or how we are going to speedrun it, take a look at this tutorial video to show the strategies that our competitors will be using today.
Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in North America and Europe based on the Super Famicom game Paled Upon. It was also localized and broadcast through the Super Famicom's Satellaview add-on multiple times throughout its service. Both versions are playable in this tournament. Swapping up to 2 panels in your stack at a time, match at least 3 panels of the same color horizontally or vertically to make the panels disappear. Simply matching 3, however, will not be enough to win. You need to make combos and chains to not only stop your stack's gradual rising for a short time and prevent your stack from breaking through the top of your field, but also send garbage to your opponent to force their stack to the top of their field. Make combos by matching more than 3 panels at once. The amount of time they stop rising the stack is minimal, but so is the amount of time their garbage makes the opponent's field shake. Quick wins can be achieved if you stack combo garbage correctly. Make chains by linking sets of matches together. Make one set of panels disappear and then let the panels directly above them fall into another match. Their garbage makes the opponent's field shake more, but they stop the rising stack for much longer. Forcing your opponent's stack to the top is more consistent with larger chain garbage. To beat the CPU opponents, you must either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is topped out, send so much garbage that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage in a way to make them think they can no longer make a move. Due to how combo garbage is handled in this game, this is by far the least likely scenario. In Versus mode, the easy level has 10 stages, the normal level has 11, and the levels hard and V-hard as we call it have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing each other through all of those stages to defeat the final stage as fast as they can. The player who does that first wins the race. The player who wins a predetermined number of races first wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
Alright, so like we said, we are in the grand finals, and there is the potential of having a 12-match, 12-game race today, because the grand final is going to be a best of 9 at V-hard. And if Cards ends up winning that, it will force a bracket reset, which would only be a best of 3 because I don't think any of us here have the stamina to go through 18 games. I have not eaten in several hours, and we could be here for a couple hours, so I got a bag of Funyuns here to maybe stave off my appetite. The winner is going to get the Discord title of the TA 2024 champion, and these two competitors are in the money. The top 4 are in the money right now, so as is tradition, it is going to be a clash for the Baconators. So if you want to give that prize pool a final boost, and maybe show some love to our top 8 finishers, if we somehow get the $500, the top 8 will be paid out. But assuming we only get to the top 4, the champion is going to take 40% of that prize pool. That's going to be roughly $88, and then 44 for the runner-up. So that's going to be some good fast food meals of your choice. No matter who wins here. But if you do want to contribute to that, you can use your bits, you can use your Twitch subscriptions, you can also do a direct donation. So why don't we go ahead and break down this epic finale of a match. Yoshi is coming from the winner's bracket. Really hasn't had any resistance at all so far, and meanwhile Cards has been making a run through the loser's bracket. He got knocked down in winners quarters finals by Tai, but we all know a player of Cards' caliber wouldn't really be kept down for long, and he has made his way through the loser's bracket into grand finals. So, Six, what do you think? How do you think this match is going to shape up here? What strengths do Yoshi and Cards bring to the table?
Okay. I mean, Cards of the Heart has so much experience with recognizing all kinds of patterns and getting to what he needs to, and trying various things to just shave off that little bit of time and getting that extra line in there when necessary. And a very good combination of speed and tech, but Yoshi has still probably the most refined version of both tech and speed to get to things that literally other people can't, like dropping garbage at the 6 or 7 second mark with no shake time, to be able to get gold splits that other people will never be able to get to in years and years of training. So in a race format, I think both players will be trying to push for that for a little bit, with maybe some adjustments if necessary. Maybe if Cards is seeing that he needs to catch up, he'll try for some world record chase cheese stage strats that normally wouldn't try in a safe situation, because that can also get you in big trouble if it doesn't work. But otherwise, I think they'll just be trying for relatively quick kills most of the time, and hoping that the variance of the Red Hard Cave doesn't screw them over. Yoshi is still a favorite here, but it's not the biggest favorite. RNG can certainly swing one way or the other, causing Yoshi to get a time above 8.5, and Cards below 8.5 some of the time.
Yeah, oh, go ahead.
7 games probably, but then Yoshi will have it down, I think. What do you think?
You think Yoshi is gonna take it in 7?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Cards a bit more of an edge here. I still think Yoshi takes it, but I think it gets pushed out to 8 games. I think the advantage that Cards has is his more situational awareness, more willingness to change his strategy, maybe a little bit better at monitoring the AI screen. I think Yoshi just plays balls to the wall all the time, and really is often going for those speedrun world record strats. And we've seen sometimes that leads to him ending up a little short. It's worth noting that both our runners had average times around 8:40, but that's misleading because Yoshi has one DNF of 14 minutes, which is an extreme outlier. So if you take that away, like Yoshi probably has an average time like in the low 8s around there, including 4 times. Let me make sure I'm counting this right. 5 sub 8 times. 50% of his runs are under 8 minutes, and 2 out of Cards' 15 V-Hards have been under 8 minutes. So Yoshi definitely has the higher ceiling here. I think Cards is just going to play his game, adapt to the circumstances, and just hope that the RNG shakes out his way. But the margin of troll in the cave is definitely enough to give Cards some help. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle against Yoshi. So yeah, I think it's going to be Yoshi in 8. I think it's going to be an exciting race, but it's not going to go the full distance. So, do you have any final thoughts before we get this show on the road, Six?
I mean, I wanted to go the full distance just for the drama, even if that pushes my lunch farther and farther away. It will be worth it for somebody out there, probably all of us.
Dude, we have all the time in the world to eat, but there is only one grand finals here.
Mm-hmm. And I believe we are ready to start it. And I believe we are good to start right now.
Right now, it's happening at this exact moment. We got Cards wearing the sunglasses. He has been dealing with some light sensitivity, but I'm gonna just pretend like I ignored that there's an actual reason, and he's just doing it for the epic memes.
Raise your cool cats.
I also have a beverage of unspecified nature that should help with the hype and the commentary.
Remember to hydrate, everybody. This could be.
Uh,
This could take a while, even if it's not quite the distance of Pokemon Puzzle League. This is still definitely could be a mental marathon test for sure.
Oh, this like just keeping your cool is an accomplishment in this game, and I think we don't hear from Yoshi that much. He typically plays with his mic off. I think he hopped on when he won last year. He hopped on mic once, and I think that's the only time we've heard from him. I don't know if he's really prone to tilt that much. It doesn't show up in his play, that's for sure. The Card is definitely very level-headed, and that could also be a slight advantage to him. Runners are getting prepared, and we're counting down right now. So I'll get one last one Funyun in here.
Raise your stacks one more time because we're going through this starting now.
Yeah. Oh, look at that 8 combo on the left of Yoshi's side. Just a total gift from the game.
So both players are going to try and send maybe 5 or 6 lines to Lakitu with maybe look at their board and then send a little bit more as appropriately needed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice middle
13s.
stacks for dueling 13s.
Yeah, V-Hard can definitely troll you with the down stacking. Typically, our competitors are going to be shooting for 7 to 8 lines as fast as they can. Really trying not to go much higher than 15, 20 seconds.
Yoshi intentionally cut that just at the 2-chain, finding combos for the rest. It will probably work with these pillars. No, never mind.
Oh, and Bumpty is... What are you doing, Bumpty? That's gonna give Bumpty time to get to those triangles there.
And they're all gonna convert into panels, and this is the risks of doing these short, tiny attacks. That leads to a 29. Cards gets 4 seconds ahead with that 25 Bumpty.
Yeah, not stages either of our runners are proud of there. That tends to happen in V hard. I think in these close hype matches, look at that 8 combo by Yoshi, and he's
Perfect
already,
killer from Cards.
and that's a 10 from him.
Dropping exactly what you need to, and then just getting right through it. And yeah, when both these players can weave in as many combos as they can, it means they can cut off their chain a lot sooner to still send the appropriate number of lines, and that's going to be potentially very important. Not only send the attack faster, but also to limit the amount of time that the opponent can't die from their screen shaking. That was unfortunately aligned for Cards, though. This is better aligned for Yoshi, but Wiggler is finding ways to downstack. But
Yeah.
a lot of extra combos to ensure the kill.
What? Excuse me, Wiggler. That is a lot of clearing on Cards' Wiggler. Somehow,
None of it
no
chains.
chaining.
So a little bit of that risk on his side, too. But, again, still could have been worse.
Yoshi just going.
Oh!
Holy, what? Oh man, that was almost like a 7 or an 8. It still
had the
gets a
potential.
13. Those are some nice pillars on Card's side. Somehow
No!
Froggy had time to downstack that.
If there was like one more 4 combo weaved in there, that probably would have been the 12. Oh well.
Yeah, Cards maybe.
Oh, that weaving.
Ooh.
He's not gonna downstack that in time. That's a 10.
Incredible. I think Cards missed the obvious extension on the right there with those reds. Still gonna finish with a 15. Yoshi going out to an X4 on that. Setting up the 9. That should be good for the 14.
All those extra combos at the end mattered there. Car is going through his fish now.
Oh, getting an
I
accidental
like that weaving
lag there.
too. Unfortunately, Fish is going to go a little bit lower than Yoshi's did.
Cards has sent enough here. And just being able to send that last little extra burst of garbage is the difference between... Oh, what is this Raven doing? Yeah, we saw in Cards' side that Lunchfish downstack all the way to the 2nd or 3rd line, and most players would not have sent enough there. But Cards, with that extra combo spamming at the end, able to avoid a disastrous clear. But his Raven is not doing him any favors.
Yoshi starts Cave Stage at about 4:45. As Card is still having to deal with Raven for a bit. But this is where those short attack strats can be the scariest, because if one of these cave opponents clears enough, that pause.
Oh my gosh.
They can start really, really stalling on you. But that's 1 to 4 down for Yoshi with that very nice quick kill. Like, if you try to go for panic combos just constantly on these stages trying to finish them off, and they clear them repeatedly, we can have 2-minute stages.
No, Cards is not in a good position here. Be careful, Cards! Yoshi gets
Short
an
attack
11.
strats worked again. And that's another 11.
And we've talked about how that's another advantage that Yoshi has
Crush?
If-
Crush.
If you send those short attacks, it doesn't give the AI time to get anything started or do down stacking. So you force them to focus on the garbage clear as soon as possible, and that down stacking will lead to a death.
I don't even know if that was the chain Yoshi intended, but it's the chain that might get another sub 20. Oh no, the stop time from the chains.
Hello? Damn it. Okay, down stacking got the pillars, still gets a
Perfect.
25. That is still, would definitely take those. Man, Yoshi is... What? Hello? Cards is plant?
I don't think plant will down... Okay, no, the stop time is weird.
Are we done?
Nope,
Okay, well,
chains. And chains.
Depending on how this Bowser goes, Yoshi could... Yeah, he's gonna end that up. Oh, I don't know if he meant to do that. Because that's gonna be some extra
It's a little
shake
bit of
time.
extra.
That's
It just
a lot
depends
for
on what
Yoshi.
Bowser clears as soon as this drops. There is nothing when this drops. Is he gonna down... It's the other side?
Ah!
Wow! Wait a second. Is that the best V-Heart of the tournament? Holy cow.
Probably? Let me see here. 7-10 from Yoshi. Absolutely incredible time. Yeah, that's assuming no one else. Assuming Yoshi has the best V-Hard times, which I'm not entirely sure. But that's his fastest V-Hard.
And for all your aspiring puzzles out there, TLDR, that is not achievable. Wow.
Yeah, that time alone would be like top 5 on the leaderboard.
I think just in a casual no reset race setting, that's 30 seconds better than I've ever done.
Yeah, Yoshi's just not fair. We were joking around earlier about
Get crushed.
if Card is gonna finish with an 8:27. You know, like pretty good time against a mere mortal. But Yoshi is just on another level. We were joking around earlier about how Cards would be the final boss of a JRPG and Yoshi would be the post-game boss. Because you really need luck on your side to beat him. And we always have to be careful about just gushing too much when we watch him play. But really no one else in the community has the cursor speed like him.
And it's not just the speed, it's combining that ridiculous speed with the pattern recognition amongst the best of the best. To just get all those in there. Combined with a pretty good amount of board awareness, like, he did send extras, a lot of extra combos when needed in that last run to top the opponents off like that.
Yeah,
It's no weaknesses.
You just need luck. I can't believe that I took him to 5 games. I think it was like round 1 of last year's tournament or 2 years before that. I still maintain that I was robbed by the garbage queuing system of this game, but that's a different conversation.
Oh yeah, all these little quirks of not sending multiple separate attacks too quickly, or you'll glue the garbage together and you can have a bad time, and all these other minor little points of tech, and both these players play around it near perfectly.
Yeah, so Yoshi is gonna be roughly 8 seconds ahead here. I think. What is going on here?
Just casually weaving in a lag chain while making
Yeah, with
a
the
5
pillars.
combo with the other chain on the other half of the board and getting a 12 because of it.
But very nice attack from Cards. Will he get rewarded? Lakitu doesn't find anything. 12 for Cards.
Okay, so even off of the first stage. Where will they go from here?
Yoshi spots that 8 right away.
Thinks Bumpty may not take care of the left pillar and doesn't, so...
Just a casual 9, you know.
Yep.
But Cards, that's a good attack from Cards.
It's a decent start.
Except, you know, when Bumpty is just gonna find... Okay,
That was all of the scam time, basically.
please die.
He sent the extra combos,
Oh
but
my
yeah, ew.
I think you can see Cards trying to play all out here. And he's really got to hope that he's warmed up. Oh, okay,
Yeah, this is how... Okay, that dog went down to row 4, but again, Yoshi had those combos basically prepped already.
Oh, Cards got like maybe misread the board a little bit there.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of extra.
Got former lines coming here, but Poochie, you don't know how to chain. We did not teach you that trick.
Oh,
my
that
god.
second column worries me.
Oh my god, Poochie.
Meanwhile, another quick kill.
Oh my god. Like, you just got no shot if luck's not on your side. But do they have Baconators in Brazil? And if not, can Yoshi really be called a winner?
Only 5 lines needed for Frog. That's... I mean, yeah, the good tech, but also... So far, Yoshi's opponents have been more cooperative as well. And that's starting to lead to... kind of a gap.
This is ridiculous. Yoshi is currently maybe about a stage and a half of Cards, and
Oh, Blarg, that's the
not
right
even
side
halfway
clear.
through the run.
It's the right side clear. No shake at all because of small blocks. Still a 14.
God. This is silly. Cards is just going to try to keep up as best he can.
Keep on comboing and chaining. Stuff can happen.
So are there enough combo blocks here? This fall-up's got to drop. And gets a solid 14 there.
Yoshi just made about 9 lines of garbage in about 6 seconds. Only like 4 were needed.
It's just like unfair, man. It's like he's in a different weight class. Oh, but Cards gets a clutch 9 there on Blarg. He's still about a stage and a half behind. And Raven's just able to get to that, and there's going to be a chain.
That was frames away from being another quick kill. Now it's going to be a little bit extra stop time and clears.
Another chain on that, so if Cards can, we'll see depending how this Lunchfish goes, but Lunchfish not giving Cards the break he needs.
By the way, that's still a 425 cave entry. With that slow Raven, because everything else was just toppled under Yoshi's relentless assault.
This is just not fair. I mean, well,
Okay.
Yoshi does use the keyboard, which is not allowed, so this is just a formality.
That is still a
Okay, Raven.
decent hook bill
Raven?
kill.
And Card
Yeah.
has improved to only be a stage behind at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no matter what I play on, I always just like the feeling of tapping a controller. There might technically be slightly more speed to unlock by tapping on a keyboard instead, but I'm stubborn. Oh,
You see
that's...
that frame perfect disjointed 7 combo? Okay.
Yep, if you can get to those, then
Plan.
go ahead.
But Plan's
doesn't
not
have
gonna have
anything.
anything. Is this gonna be... No!
Horizontal row 2, yay.
The great game that we played twice a year. Hell, please?
Hookbill's finding stuff on the second tier,
Please,
and
Goofa?
the bad side of the short attack strats. Cards run into one. Yoshi has not run into such a situation yet. Kamek doesn't have a top clear. This... I don't... Is he gonna find anything in time? Maybe if dragging the purples? Yeah, okay. But...
Hard to
he's not
still
chaining
on...
with anything else.
Oh my god.
A small amount of
Yoshi,
shake and then dead.
what is happening? Yoshi has an outside shot of a sub 7 here. And you know Yoshi always goes for those short attacks. If he can get like a 20-second Bowser...
2 into 5.
It's gonna be out at a 3.
Okay. That could have been a super cheese, but no, Bowser's gonna down stack that more. Now he's just sending a lot more combos with some extra chains. He is gonna have to go to the left and right a lot of times, and that's gonna stall him in at 19!
Are you kidding me, man? That is... Okay, so due to the timer discrepancy, that looks like that was a 709. But still. Still, the 712 and then 709. I mean, like, what are we doing here? Like, why... This is why I am against AI.
Wait, who's AI now?
I mean, I assume Yoshi is. You know, just like how they were testing a bot that could play Go some years ago. I'm assuming Yoshi is just a bot used to test PP or Tetris attack. It's taking all our Baconators. Incredible. Oh, Card is still doing this run. Didn't notice that.
Yeah, Yoshi sometimes creates a discrepancy like that. I should also remind the viewers that Card's pace is still a pace basically every tournament player and runner would still be happy with. Put it in perspective here.
Bowser, can you not?
Yeah, this is the other side of the Bowser stages when he starts clearing the combo blocks and getting more panels and finding more stuff to match, and then chain and clear over and over and over.
Yeah, Cards might be in a bit of a bad spot here. Has he sent enough? Bowser just dropped the doozy on him, and the shock blocks are coming out. Yoshi's their Cards. Bowser, one of these people, finally goes down.
We're in there eventually. But yeah. 9:30 for Cards. At least that Bowser happened when it didn't really matter. Second star for Yoshi. Just annihilating everybody else's personal records twice in a row. Because why not?
This really should just be an exhibition match. No, that's not fair to Cards.
I think I mentioned on broadcasts before about turning the grand final into a potential, like, raid boss format instead, but Yoshi is still the favorite there. Even if everybody were to go up against him at the same time.
Would it be like you have 5 or 6 runners against Yoshi, and just one of the 5 has to get a better time than Yoshi's best time?
Theoretically, yeah, but if you see what is happening, it would not make any bit of difference.
Well, let's see. If we had Cards in FFR Pro, in Foxy, and myself, like playing for, if we are all playing for an hour, could any of the 4 or 5 of us get like a 7-10? I'd say it could happen.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But it's hard. It's like what's my PB? It's like a 725-ish.
Alright, rip again. You're just sending like a... Where's the other 2 lines in that? That was like 7 lines. There they are.
Yeah, maybe Yoshi sent that a little too fast. Downstacks 17.
Cards Lakitu is going a bit lower. Extra combos in now, and an 18. Okay, Yoshi avoiding that color conflict. I saw that little last-second adjustment.
Yeah, how
AI,
often does-
AI bots will just sort of fall for that trap. We have a more advanced version of a task bot.
It'd be so
Good quick
cool to
kill.
see the task spot of this game at GDQ. There's a task spot out there of I think it's panel to pawn in combos only, and I think that would be really fun to see at a GDQ. What is Poochie doing here? Got those columns working for him.
I mean, that's still the quick-ish kill. I'm fine with those. Looks like similar things can happen for cards.
Uh-oh.
If Poochie didn't get that 3-pop in there, okay, we're fine.
It's a lag chain
Maybe
from
that's
Yoshi.
4 chain?
Not really.
Wiggler has 2 pillars. Okay, downstacks them.
Down stack and down
It
stack.
needs to drop that 8 combo that just came in.
17-second crush kill.
That was like the fastest that stage could have been resolved, I'm pretty sure. Just given what Wiggler did there.
Hard sent enough here. He's one line short.
No! Okay,
There's
it's
no
dropping now, there's no clear on
obvious
top.
clear.
Oh, that could have been very annoying. Instead, it's just mildly annoying.
So that's going to keep Cards on pace with Yoshi here, roughly. But this seems to happen when you're going up. When you're going up against a top runner in general, like anyone can keep pace with them for a few stages, and then you get a bad stage, and the other person doesn't, because if you're not at Yoshi's level, you have a higher chance of getting a bad stage, and then you just fall behind. The Cards getting a 15 there, and
It's
really
a one clear frog, but yeah.
Oh, and that's a clear
Okay.
on Yoshi's side, but there's not going to be anything here.
No, this looks good. Yep.
God, 14 with a clear, man. What are we doing?
Hmm.
Oh, I think. Yeah, I saw a cleaner way the Cards could have extended that. And this is this is what I'm talking about. Like you're keeping up until you don't, until you're not. Oh my god. Blard? Blard?
Well, panic combos for the 26. Again, still could have been worse, but there just really aren't any technical errors on Yoshi's side. This fish is going low, but Yoshi has the combos ready.
That's gonna be a crush. So this is Cards' chance to make up a little time, but Lungefish can be annoying. He's
Oh, card
trying to
raising. Oh, never mind.
Cards was trying to imitate Yoshi with that desperation chain extension, but didn't quite work. And gets the down stack into the clear. Makes up a little bit of time.
Raven doesn't have a clear on top, so is looking to stall like on the bottom. And just doesn't get there.
Cards had a color conflict there. Oh, but this follow-up is... Oh, careful, Cards! Oh, there's gonna be a excuse me?
Yep, just slice that third row. When it all falls down like that.
I mean, we only like horizontal sixes in PPL game. Like,
I mean, this is what Cards has to do at this point. Try for the cheese strats. Unfortunately, it's very risky and not super reliable in a no reset situation.
Yeah, this might do it.
Outer Raven in 57. Oh, is Cards trying the Galaxy Brain play here? I think he is.
You doing RNG reset stress?
Something like that.
Hey, it could happen. He's been in a bad patch of RNG. He just needs to reset Yoshi's console as well.
I think the theory is he might recognize a pattern that he's played before and then just be able to
Down stack, gets a 12.
do previously memorized strats to do that. That may have been one of them given his little smirk. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out eventually.
I love that little self-satisfied smirk that Cards can get.
Meanwhile, Kamek is 10 chaining.
Is he gonna get there? Kamek is gonna get there, but is there gonna be anything else? Oh, and there's an auto chain on tier 2 there. But Cards
Kamek just continues to juggle it.
Okay, Plant! Oh, Plant! What are you doing?
Okay, now we're reaching one of those cave hell situations. Yoshi finding through the Kamek just was able to find a little bit of the clear and a lot of chains to delay that stage. So now Yoshi's pace has gone from also unbelievable to now simply blistering, entering the Bowser. Maybe a little bit of bubble juggles there, but immediately finds an extra attack so that it all sends at once anyways. This is going to be an awkward Bowser downstack. Cards gets a quick kill Kamek. If this Bowser chains for a while and leaves himself clears...
Okay.
Cards may be able to find an opening.
Bowser's gonna go to second tier here. Gonna start chaining some more.
He's gonna chain with those. And then he's gonna start downstacking the right side. Cards is trying to find an opening attack here.
Cards has gotta send this.
He went for a short attack, it didn't work.
This is a...
I think Yoshi's Bowser's running himself out. And he does.
Yep. And Yoshi with the god-awful time. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was an 8:24 from Yoshi. Oh, goodness. It's embarrassing.
The averages. The totally sustainable low 7 average.
Dude, we can do that.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about how outliers work.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
This is a situation.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so Cards was trying for the cheese short attacks on Bowser. They didn't work, and then if they don't work, you get in the situation where you can be pinned and the opponent is not even under threat. And all you can do is chain slowly off of clearing their garbage to get them under threat again, and it's just
Oh, but they're
get
crushed.
crushed.
I think that was a true crush, actually. But not a good Bowser from either of our competitors. But even with an 824, that is still going to give Yoshi the 3rd star. And he is schmovin' USA, as FFR Pro would like to say.
Mm-hmm. But this proves there are openings. Like those cave cheese short strats are not going to work every time, and they might not work multiple times as they find ways to chain and repeatedly clear the garbage, and so there is the shot. My flame of hope remains lit.
Yeah, even those low 7s from Yoshi aren't really... That's not typical. Typically, he gets a high 7. That's way easier to deal with. We're gonna go into game 4 here. Yoshimitsu is up 3 games to nothing. Just needs 2 more to take it.
Two more victories to end the tournament and win more of Cards' money.
And Cards is gonna hope for the reverse sweep of a lifetime here. But you see, the sunglasses has come off, so it is time for serious business.
We're getting full exposure to screens now. Your focus. Minimum layers between your eyes and the brain of the game. Headaches don't exist.
No, headaches aren't allowed. Headaches were invented by the aspirin company.
Left pillar that Lakitu isn't going to deal with 413 on Yoshi's side.
Oh, Cards is trying to follow up.
Left pillar
What is this
Lakitu does deal
doing?
with, and that is a...
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think anybody comes equipped to send, like, 9 lines on stage 1.
Dude,
Yeah.
Look at that attack.
So many fireworks! Bumpty doesn't even get to a single match.
I mean, sometimes the game just gives you a really nice setup like that, where the lag chains are pretty easy to identify, but still, to notice it and make it as smooth as Yoshi did.
And then the opponent just has a one-swap garbage cleared, just ready to go.
Oh, there's a 14 from Card.
That was almost, like, perfect timing to have that not clear the garbage along with it, but still a 13, so call that a good dog. Oh, that was, like, so close to an 8 doggo on Cards' side. Still, the extra combos are in. This So this Wiggler is going to the second row and fighting a clear. We've had a lot of opponents start going low.
Lots of clears, but nothing. Wiggler's not going to get to that red on top.
Okay, so that's an opportunity.
Pretty
Oh, nice little catch to get that extra chain in there.
Oh, but is that pillar going to hold? Yes, it will.
Arch makes up 14 seconds.
We see Yoshi. Yoshi will not do a combo that's not an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Like, he's just not allowed. He has a brain chip that causes him immense pain if he does a 6 or a 7.
It's double efficient in terms of lines on top of their stacks. So it's kind of why 7s, pretty much any formation you can make with them, you might as well just turn into an 8 for the extra line up top.
The only problem is that it tends to be a lot more complicated to set up, and sometimes when runners go for them, they take so long to set them up that they were probably better just doing the 5 that was there already.
I mean, yes, when you can make a 9 combo as fast as I can make a 4 combo, then there's a little bit of an advantage inherently built in there.
It's really incredible. Oh, Cards is making up some more time.
Okay, that was the kill Cards was seeking.
Wait, what?
Poo.
Hello? What was that? How is that not enough? I see fireworks go off like that, and I just assume that, like, 87 lines got sent.
This is like the 4th opponent so far has gone to like the 2nd row.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a luck. Has Card sent enough? Yes, he has.
Whoa,
I don't know.
okay. Now Card's getting the more cooperative AI, and look what's happening because of that. We've got interesting things coming up.
Nice lag chain from Yoshi.
Has a pretty healthy attack, and 11 Raven.
Is Card sent enough here?
Well, Raven raised, and did not get to the clear. That was very, very fortunate. That's... Yeah, it's cooperating now.
So Card is about a half stage behind, and that's exactly where you want to be. Going
that thunk! Oh, that was... frames from being an 8, because he actually caught Hookbill raising.
Oh, and Hookbill is going to get the scam downstack clear into a chain, and this might be a crush for Cards.
Yo!
And now Yoshi is... Okay, so based off of the timers, I think Card is actually ahead by 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, it is pretty close. We've got some terrifying cave stages to go, though.
Oh, that's a beautiful setup from Cards. Those are some high pillars. He's going to cut it off there.
That's a quick attack
as soon as on one line short, come on.
This is some awkward downstacking from Yoshi's plant.
And this 17. Should be good on Cards. No. Oh, okay.
Okay, now I think it is extremely close with 2 stages to go.
Yes. So yeah, they both left that stage within about 4 seconds of each other. So if you wanted drama, ladies and gentlemen, you just had to wait 4 matches, and here it is.
Okay, hocus pocus on both sides.
Okay, Koopa or Kamek not noticing that obvious clear there. Downstacking. Is there going to be time? Not going to be time. Is there going to be a chain here? Oh, Cards does not have Kamek topped off, and that's
Combo Guard needs to drop in. Oh no, that is so many panels.
that is
Although
probably
this is awkward.
that's probably gonna do it.
Ah. Okay. Yoshi's
You-
starting the Bowser
Woo!
attack.
Oh my.
That's like an immediate 6 lines and is going to make more combos as Bowser inevitably chains a bunch. The 4 chains breaks it there. He's gonna be downstacking for a long time. Combos are in, clear is in.
But I don't think there's
No shake
nothing
here. No chains here.
Gets the second tier somehow, but
And
oh,
there's the stop time again.
okay. Now is Bowser gonna have time to
Wait,
do?
he might run himself out.
Yeah, Bowser is not programmed to notice those purples that he could have gotten to. So even with the 44-second Bowser, Yoshi is still gonna take that one, but that Kamek really decided things. Cards is shouting to the sky in anguish.
That was definitely another opportunity.
It's like an anime protagonist that has just lost the card game championship.
Looks like the race time is 7:53. $7:53 versus 8:01.
See, that's what we're looking for here. That's what we were anticipating more of going into this match. But that's going to put Yoshi up 4 games to nothing. And Cards is hoping for a miracle here.
Yeah, that's definitely the closest margin so far.
In the race chat, Card says, all of the championship points for you. Good luck, have fun. Yoshi has 5 chances to take this here.
Yeah, let's not think about that and just think about Card's chance of winning the next game.
You know, one day at a time.
Because, again, that was another opportunity. Like, I think there was at least one stage on Yoshi's side where if just that opponent had cleared that big stack of garbage, that could have been the difference. So, it can happen. Cards has the ability to prevent the sweep here, and win the next game, and then probably be out-teched in the near future. But this next game, I believe.
You know, we can do it, Cards. You've been by our side forever.
Give Cards your energy.
We'll forget the fact that Cards won half the tournaments early on in the lifespan of LPS. Cards has the power of anime. Look at that attack by Yoshi.
Oh, 1 second. I lost my personal view, but I can see that. Oh, I can see the Cards did get a better start than usually on stage 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're waiting on our announcer view to come back up. So we'll be watching along with you viewers. And I think Cards might be getting his mojo back. You see him do like some quick combo follow-ups.
Also better.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
the AI situation, but then Bounty proceeds to prove me wrong. Just like that.
Yoshi immediately... Look at how quickly Yoshi set up that A combo. But somehow that's not enough for Bucci. And maybe some of that luck is evening back out. But Cards has to take advantage of it, and he's only sent 6 lines.
Horizontals.
We all hate those horizontals, man. But he's keeping pace with Yoshi. Oh, and Yoshi misreads the board there and causes a color conflict.
Okay, but it's been good at finding the follow-ups and then just like getting in 2 more 8 combos. It's not even add any more shake time.
Still gets to 20, but look at those pillars on Cards' side.
Why do it slowly with chains when you can just get in all of the 8 and 9 combos instead?
Do all 9 combos. It's easy. Oh, Yoshi, not really being able to find something to his liking there. But with the height... Oh, okay, alright. What's gonna happen here?
Card Frog in a better position? Okay.
Yoshi's been making some mistakes early on here. And not getting the AI RNG to cooperate.
A bit of a chain that was not able to continue on Card's side on the blog, given where that started.
He's gonna be going for some combo spam, but he's got.
Blard keeps messing up the clears with that middle hole. But finally finds one.
It's gonna be a
versus the perfect quick kill strats from Yoshi.
Versus the 10. That's a lot of garbage fallen. That's gonna be a chain. That's gonna give extra time. Card is still within striking distance, but not what you want to see.
Just keep it within margin of troll for the cave, and
yes.
then see what happens.
You just want to keep it within one stage.
Yoshi had to go basically all of the ammo given how low Fish went there.
And Fish getting the clear right as soon as that extra...
But no shake, so good with the 21.
Okay, what is that airlock lunge Fish? Can you stop? Can you stop doing stuff, please?
Okay, slight catch-up. Going into the Raven with very little difference, probably.
Nice. Oh, yeah, Yoshi trying to do a slide there.
Right side.
Is Raven
How many
gonna
extra
get those?
combos is that?
Raven's gonna down stack.
Okay, that is a clear. Card is Raven chaining a bit. Trying to get to a clear, but just barely doesn't.
Oh! There we go.
I believe this is the first time this match Cards gets into the cave before Yoshi.
By like 5 seconds.
Alright, so these attacks are going to be very important.
Dude, that was some beautiful manipulations from Yoshi.
Cards hook bill's going lower. Oh, the short strats. If only he didn't have a convenient match there. Oh! So close to more stalling on Yoshi's side, but not quite. Advantage back to Yoshi.
Come on, Koopa.
The opportunity has swapportunity'd right back. What are you doing?
I don't know how I banned someone that's live with me.
Fancy schmancy chaining from Hookbill on Cards' side. Still in here.
Can you please
Maybe
stop
confused by that middle garbage block out in 50
Oh.
seconds, but not what he needed.
Well, okay,
Yoshi had to drop some extra combos there that allowed Plant to clear once. Might see the right side. Does see the right side. Still nothing chaining.
nothing else there,
Out
though.
in 27.
Okay, so Cards can save a little bit of time. If he, depending on how this plant goes. Plant, stop.
No,
Downstacking,
that's a pretty easy clear on the right.
the chain, those purples are right there.
Hopefully out here, because Yoshi's already getting in the Kamek attack.
Don't go second tier.
No. Yoshi's combos are in. Kamek is topped off. Chain on the 4th column. Trying to weave in more, but just barely being short multiple times. And that's fine.
Well, Yoshi's probably not going to get a 7 here, which is a victory.
We're finding all the ways to get in those little victories at this point.
Dude, look at that attack from Cards. It's a beautiful lag chain. Please reward our friend. We have, you know how much friendship we have deposited here?
Alright, this could be the final Bowser attack. Yoshi cuts us off at the 4 with about 4 more lines of combos. Bowser's training on the lower side, finding 6, finding 7, gonna find the 8th. Finding 9th, cutting it off there. Gonna be down stacking for a while. Yoshi gets all of the ammo just in case. Bowser does have the stop time to clear again.
There's no chain.
The formation might look good here. There's not gonna be any shake.
Oh! There's a chain on second tier.
He chains up there.
Oh, but not enough time to get the clear! And Yoshi is gonna take the grand finals in a clean 5-game sweep. It got a little interesting at the end, but the Cave RNG going Yoshi's way and assisting with that victory.
Yoshi has completed the speed run of the grand final.
That is a world record grand final completion. And
Cards, you definitely tried your best, and there were strats in there that I agree were the right strats to do. They didn't happen to pan out, but it was a super valiant attempt, and as we're watching the final Bowser fireworks show, man, I like these tournament races.
They are so intense, and the blend of luck, and skill really makes it for an entertaining match.
And then everybody can unite over the fact that these opponents are trash.
They're so bad, man. They're so terrible.
Really, the only winner all the time is Bowser. Good night.
And now we are all the winners, because none of us have to play Tetris Attack anymore. So GG's to Yoshi, and a well-fought effort from Cards. You could see him really trying to push himself there. It all came together in Game 4 and tried to make things interesting, but still got edged out by Yoshi753. Yoshi's worst time was an 8:25. I mean, how do you compete with that?
By losing 5 times in a row? Uh, but
Hey.
yeah, it's just those are some invincible times there. Very deserved. Final dancing star.
Well, our predictions looked a little foolish there.
I had hope. It it just happens to turn into nope this time, but
I mean, that's the reputation that Cards has in the community. He is a top player, but Yoshi is a transcendental player.
so probably the most deserved win of the entire tournament for that spectacular show.
Yeah, that's the thing when you watch Yoshi play is like it probably won't be super competitive, but you get to just admire the mastery of his craft. And let's give Cards credit for the attacks he sent over too. Like even without having the cursor speed of Yoshi, his board awareness is second to none, and he certainly put on some fireworks himself.
Very well played.
So yeah, I don't know if Cards wants to come on and talk about that final showdown for a little bit.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot of time to talk about how that just transpired, but before
Yep.
that, we've got to make this official as only we can. There it is. 5-0. That is not the result that I had on my potential results from that match, but if anyone was going to pull that off in this tournament, it was going to be the one, the only, the Yoschi112, the artist formerly known as Yoshimitsu. He is our TA 2024 champion. And honestly, it could not have been anyone else that could have pulled off this result. Just absolutely unreal stuff. Like, what were those first two races again? 7:12, 7:09? Are you kidding me? I think I've gotten one race time ever faster than that. I can probably count on one hand the number of runs I've gotten faster than that ever. That's absurd.
That's a Saturday for Yoshi.
It is just another Saturday for our now 3-time Tetris Attack Speedrun champion. It is absolutely something else. And if I had more confidence with my Portuguese, I would try to repeat the inspirational quote from Yoshi's meme. But there we go. That's really all that needs to be said about this result at the end of the day. Is just Yoshi earned it more than everyone else, and at the end of the day, it was not close. Like, the things Yoshi was pulling off compared to what everyone else was pulling off, it was a different stratosphere this time around, and it led to a 3-time Tetris Attack Tournament Championship. These are Tay, man, how do you think this compares to, like, maybe Michael Jordan's first three-peat?
Oh gosh, I mean, maybe the number of eyeballs is different, but in terms of the sheer dominance, I mean, like Yoshi's lost like one match ever in these Tetris Attack tournaments. I don't know entirely, but he's only lost like 1 or 2 matches ever, and that's tended to be just from really bad RNG. I mean, we should all be thankful that there is such a heavy RNG component in this game, because otherwise we would have no chance. It's just an astonishing amount of dominance, and like honestly, like next year I'm just sending my money to Yoshi directly. It'll save you a little bit of trouble, Cards.
I mean, the luck
Oh my goodness.
the luck
We
was
were
really present
yeah,
in
go ahead.
the first two games, for sure. Those were
Hmm.
basically every stage working out exactly as Yoshi had planned. There were there were more opportunities later on, but couldn't couldn't quite overcome the little bit of speed differences in there. And yeah, it was closer than the final result made it look. But those edges, man, can anybody compete in a way that can make up those edges? I I, I don't know at this point. So impressive.
It's going to be hard to say if anyone's going to be able to put in the work to be able to compete with the greatness that we saw today. However, that does make for a very good segue because I would like to give everyone the opportunity to grind more in a competitive setting to be able to compete with the likes of Yoshi and myself and Tayman here when it comes to Pokemon Puzzle League especially, and all of the other top players. I'd like to give people more chances to enjoy some sort of success in these tournaments. So if two tournaments aren't enough to really spread the love and joy around,
Uh-oh.
how about more? How about more tournaments? You know what? Let's go ahead and take our two tournaments that we already run every year and add a monthly qualifier tournament to qualify for them. How does that sound?
Wee.
Ooh. I get to be miserable all year round.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. it's gonna be a lot of fun indeed. Yes, that's right. This year we are expanding the annual Tetris Attack and Pokemon Puzzle League tournaments to monthly affairs. So let's give a little bit of a breakdown on how this is going to work. We'll finalize a full rule set in the coming days, but let's give some highlights on how these tournaments are going to work. We're going to start with 8 qualifying tournaments for each game. So the way this is going to work is that we'll set aside 2 months for the Tetris Attack tournament and 2 months for the annual Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, but every other month we'll have a monthly tournament to qualify for the next annual major tournament. So when you play in these tournaments, you're going to earn points for playing in the major tournaments. We're going to have a little bit of a league thing going on, potentially. And depending on your performance in these tournaments, you may get enough to get into the top 16, and in the top 16 will be invited to the year-end major tournament for each game. And we'll actually invite the next 16 to play in a little consolation tournament. So top 16 for our regular gold bracket, and then the next 16 for our silver bracket after that. A year-end silver bracket too. So there's going to be a lot of room for a lot of people to get in and enjoy some high-octane competitive Tetris action for the upcoming tournaments. And why should you want to play in these tournaments? Well, the winner of these qualifying tournaments gets an automatic top 8 spot in the major. So if you win, you are automatically in the top 8. And all of the qualifier winners will get seeded based on their points during the qualifier tournaments. And again, we've been working on a rules document for these tournaments. That'll get finalized in the coming days, and it'll be all made more clear going forward. Also, we're kind of like shuffling the timing of these tournaments. We're actually doing 2 sets of monthly tournaments for Tetris Attack and Pokemon Puzzle League. So one of them will be played on the first weekend of every month. The other will be played on the third weekend of the month. So things will get incredibly busy by the time we get both tournaments up and running. And as I said before, no qualifying tournaments during the majors. We'll set aside those 2 months to focus on each major tournament as it's happening. So there will be months of qualifiers, then 2 months off for the major, then 4 more months of qualifiers, and 2 months off for the major. Again, the overarching rules document that will explain all of these procedures will have the full calendar laid out for how this is going to go. And the way this is generally going to work is that the first tournament for... is that the first qualifier for the next year's tournament will be played on the third weekend. So actually like the next week or two after one of the major tournaments ends, the qualifier for the other major tournament will be happening. So the Tetris Attack tournaments will start May 18th. May 18th will be our first qualifier, and the qualifying will be done similar to how we put together seeding for this tournament. It's going to be the exact same procedure. This is why I wanted to roll it out for this tournament, and this is going to be the procedure for the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament in September. In fact, the Pokemon Puzzle League tournaments will start November 16th. So once we get to November, we'll have 2 monthly tournaments for each of these games, and in each of these tournaments, you'll be getting to put points towards qualifying for each of these majors. We'll be doing both of these at the same time, and people will be exclusive to one game, and people will be playing both games. So I think that's going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds. Six, what are your initial thoughts on these monthly tournaments we're now going to have?
I'm trapped forever. Hooray!
I will say, before you go on, you only have to play in one tournament to qualify for a major. So if you get points in one tournament throughout the whole year, you can get a seed for the final tournament. So you don't have to play in every single tournament. You just need to play in one if that's what you are into. Also, a clarifying question in the live chat: if there's a person with multiple wins, and that's one less automatic seeding to go around. So go ahead, Six.
No, I get the flexibility, and that's really nice. If you want to compete in a certain game, you have more opportunities to do so without any like mandatory things needed. If you are happy just once, I think the flexibility is going to be the nicest thing, and also possibly more reliable training as well. Maybe keeping the CRT out and doing one of those games more every once in a while instead of just set points for to keep it in your mind and have it be a little bit more of a consistent of a stream event and hangout and all of that. I see promising things in there. I approve. That
was something I was really thinking about when trying to come up with this format. And huge shout outs to the NES Dr. Mario speedrunning community. They've been running a format similar to this as far as monthly tournaments go for multiple years at this point, and they have a constantly active, constantly with people constantly playing week in and week out. And I'm not gonna lie, puzzlers, the community action tends to die down towards the ends of these tournaments. Definitely had a few people. Definitely had a few people maybe lose interest once they were out of the tournament. But I'm hoping that this will get some more community involvement year round. That was certainly one of the big things I wanted to try and get into when I started coming up with this format. Tayman, your thoughts on this format?
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth on the first point. Just being able to keep the community engaged year round is just a huge advantage of this format. Even if, obviously understandable if someone doesn't want to participate every single month, but just having the flexibility to hop into one of these weekend tournaments either just for fun or just to get a feel for speedrunning the game, or if they have their sights set higher and they want to snag one of those top 8 spots or just to qualify for the tournament. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, because you do see the Dr. Mario. I see them go live so much. I'm just like, what are those guys doing over there? I'm hoping it will grow the community. There are a lot of people on the fringe, or a lot of people that play this game casually, and maybe they see the huge major tournaments and they feel intimidated, or they don't have the skill, or they think it's going to be too much of a time commitment. Well, now you can just pop in one of these weekends and give it a try. See if it's something that you want to pursue further. So not only will it keep the community engaged more, but I'm hoping it'll grow the community as well.
That's certainly the goal. These tournaments, these smaller tournaments, are going to be like one weekend only events, where we try to do the early rounds on Saturday or Friday if we need the time, and then to finalize it on Sunday. And it's going to be like a quick in and out. And if that's what you're into, great. And if that's not what you're into, well, you get a very minimal time investment for making that call. So I really wanted to emphasize the flexibility in joining these tournaments, because there are so many events within the general puzzle community that take place on weekends. Like, there are various, like there's the monthly Dr. Mario tournaments, Tetris Attack Online, Panel Attack does monthly tournaments on weekends. Classic Tetris, I've been watching a lot of recently, has a lot of different events going on throughout the week, so I wanted to give people some opportunities to play in those other events as well. And there will be flexible scheduling within these tournaments as well. We've been broadcasting these matches fairly consistently starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, but if the players for a given month need a different time slot to go about their matches, then by all means there will be some flexibility with that, with getting involved in those communities as well. And hopefully people from those other communities will start seeing what we're doing and start getting involved in these tournaments too. So yes, engagement, flexibility, those were part of the primary goals for starting these monthly tournaments, and it's going to be a process. This format is not going to be perfect right away, so definitely appreciate you dealing with a few growing pains as we get this format to a place where everyone can be happy. But But I really do think this is what our community needs to move forward to a new era of community involvement, as it were. So hope to see you all at our future monthly tournaments. Again, the Tetris Attack tournament will start in May. We'll start those qualifiers for the 2025 tournament next month, and then once the 2024 Pokemon Puzzle League is done, then the qualifiers for the 2025 PPL tournament will start, and we'll have 2 games running every month, and it's going to be fairly hectic. In fact, the major tournaments might be a bit of a reprieve for some of you. I suspect. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this shakes up the community going forward. But I think I've been blabbering enough about how these monthly tournaments are going to go. How about some final thoughts on today's action and this tournament as a whole? Six, let's start with you.
The average skill keeps going up, and it is quite the experience to go through it every time. But I enjoy myself, and the expectations that eventually I'm going to fizzle out to the Puzzle Legends, but still get to watch and talk about what everybody else is doing. And just the hangout and the community aspect, as well as the spectacle of the speedrun, all combines to be a pretty cozy experience that I enjoy every single time. Mm-hmm. This was cozy.
I think on that point, you know that I'm a sports fan, and the point of sports is not to get happy about your team winning. It's about to be sad in a group when your team loses. And with the amount of pain that this game can dish out to all of us, whether it be a level 2, line 2 Lakitu, or a 2-minute Kamek, you know, it sucks sometimes to go through the grind, to try to get that PB and snatch it away from a 3-minute Bowser, or just having a heartbreaking loss in the tournament. We're all going through that together, I think, and we are all suffering at the hands of these same delightfully cute Yoshi's Island characters, but I really wouldn't have it any other way. I have a blast hanging out with all of you during these tournaments.
This is always worth it. No matter what I put myself through to put these tournaments together, it is always worth it at the end to look back and see how everything transpired. And we saw quite a bit of stuff happen in this tournament. We're gonna relive a few of those moments in just a second, but the community is only getting better and better, and now that we are going to be putting together tournaments every month, maybe we can just accelerate that growth even higher and get more and more competitive tournaments, more and more competitive results, and who knows, maybe one day we can one of us can overthrow Yoshi. How does that sound? But that is going to do it for this Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2024. The final count for the prize pool is $221. That will get split up amongst all of the participants. A random raffle winner will be drawn at some point in the next week, and I'll have to figure out the exact payout for each of the winning players, because part of it was supposed to go to a silver bracket that was ultimately never played. So that portion allocated to the silver bracket will get allocated proportionately amongst the rest of the prizes. But that is another tournament in the books. ladies and gentlemen, and for Tayman Indy and Six and everyone else that contributed to the tournament, played in the tournament, helped out with the tournament behind the scenes. This has been Cards of the Heart, saying, till next time, everyone, happy puzzling.
Bye.